Oof, y'all are gonna have to excuse my day 3 hair. She is a mess. What's good, everybody? Oh my gosh, we are doing this YouTube thing yet again. It's crazy to me, but welcome. Since we're pretty much starting anew here, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce myself. Hi, I'm Cece, aka Sadie's. That's what everybody knows me by, either on other platforms or in real life. You may hear both. A little bit about what I'm doing here and my goals, I guess, I want to accomplish with this is I just want to start anew. I want to help others and help myself at the same time, whether it be hair care, skin care, body, weight loss. I want to be the best version of me, and I want to bring y'all along with that. And if you want to do that with me, awesome, great, welcome. Join us. Introductions out of the way. What brings me here today, we're going to be talking about the 10 things that help me clear my skin. And I think throughout this video I may post pictures of like what I went from to like now, kind of, sorta, and how I've managed to keep the breaking out under control within like a span of a year, 2 years. Don't get me wrong, I still get breakouts. I get hormonal breakouts here and there, stress breakouts, food allergy breakouts, like all across the board, but I've managed to keep it more under control versus what it used to be. So these, without further ado, are the 10 things that have helped me clear my skin. So number 1, with that, I think it's kind of self-explanatory. Do not touch your face. That'll probably be like the most you can do for your skin. Do not touch your face at all throughout the day. After you do your skincare, just do not touch your face at all. For starters, you touch anything and everything, as well as everyone else, and not everyone else is very clean. So you accumulate so much bacteria and just nastiness on your hand, and when you touch your face, you're transferring that all onto your face. We want to keep everything nice and just as sanitary as possible, okay? So it helps a lot with that. So just very self-explanatory. Do not touch your face at all. After you do your skincare for the day, do not touch your face at all, okay? Awesome. Lovely. Yes, it's very tough, but once you get into that habit, works wonders. Okay, number 2, which I also feel is kind of self-explanatory and a necessity: stay hydrated. And when I say stay hydrated, I mean like with water, like just water. That is the best for your skin, because if your skin's not hydrated, then it starts causing problems all across the board. If you're just not hydrated in general, it causes problems across the board. You get headaches and all type of mess. But not being hydrated will show in your skin. Like for people who have really oily skin, it's because your skin's not hydrated enough, whether it be topical hydration or internal hydration. It's important to hydrate, because the more water you drink, the more it will reflect in your skin. Your skin will start to glow, the acne will start to clear up, like it just across the board. And if you're like a couple of my friends who just absolutely despise water, I'm sorry, like you need to drink water. Like it's very important. If you want to mask the taste, because some people are like, oh, water just tastes gross. I mean, you could try getting like water filters, purify them more. You could add lemon and lime to it. May be able to get away with is drinking tea, but without sugar. Okay, like it strictly has to be like something healthy. That's why I say water, just in general, just water, because you need to hydrate your body. So yes, drink plenty of water. Okay, for number 3, the change in the game. This is where it's all beginning to start outside of self-explanatory things. Washing your face in the morning and at night. Okay, so I know a lot of people are like, wash my face at night before I go to bed, when I brush my teeth or when I'm in the shower. You need to wash it again in the morning, okay? Even though you haven't gone outside, you haven't done anything but slept, you need to wash it again in the morning. And when I tell you, this will help so very much like you're getting your body into a routine. Like when you wash it at night, there's like different products that you can use that help with like over the night versus different products that you can use during the day, if that makes sense. So like if you have a moisturizer for overnight, or you have like an overnight mask, things like that, you have to wash them off in the morning and reapply just daily moisturizers or daily things. So when you wash it, like even if you're not somebody that has like an extensive skincare routine or anything like that, and you're just like, oh, I just wash it, maybe sometimes I put moisturizer on, when you sleep at night, your body will be renewing itself. That's why you need to sleep in general, because your body's constantly working to heal and repair itself. And you're thinking, oh, I'm not injured or anything. No, like your skin is constantly being regenerated and everything like that. Your skin has to rest as well at night. So when you wake up in the morning, if you're somebody who has really oily skin, you notice sometimes your face is really oily. You have to wash that off, because you don't want that to sit on top of your pores and then go outside and collect the dust and pollen and just bacteria that's in the air in general onto your skin. Moving on into the next, stick to a set skincare routine. It takes about 30 days for anything that you're using to show effect, okay? For step number 4, tip number 4, whatever we're calling it. Stick to a set routine, okay? You have to stick to a set routine for at least 30 days. The only time I would say don't do something is if you break out in hives or something like that. So for my experience, I used to wash my face morning and night. In the morning, I would use a toner with a face wash that had like salicylic acid in it. Do the toner, and then I'd put a moisturizer on for the day and call it that. I'd come home at night and I'd use the same thing. Now, for the longest time, a lot of stuff didn't work with my skin, or I wasn't seeing any differences, whether I was using it for like a whole day, use the entire skincare set, like I wasn't seeing any differences. Around this time, I had seen an ad for Curology come out, and I want to say Curology was out for at least about a year or so at this time, and I was pretty skeptical of it, because I'm like, I've tried, Proactive, I've tried like all these other just acne skincare lines, and nothing was working for me. And so the thought of having something like made specifically for me, I was like, okay, this is not a one size fit all type deal. So I went through the whole little essay survey thingy, filled out the little test thing, went through, and I got the first bottle. When the first bottle came in, I noticed things that just my skin was not accepting it. There were little problems here and there, but instead of giving up, I actually like worked with the doctor, and like we tested different stuff out constantly, and then we finally found something that my skin wasn't like to. And for a whole year, diligently, morning and night, I stuck to a routine. I washed my face with a gentle, this is not, I didn't use any of the Curology product. I just legitimately used only the medicine that they made for me. I didn't use the whole set thing, because my skin I have very sensitive skin. So I usually get all of my skincare products from overseas, from Korea, because they have the best skincare. Not gonna lie. Not going to lie. If you want to know what I use, I get a lot of stuff from overseas. But I would use a very gentle, just cleanser. I would tone my face with a just toner that has like 2% salicylic acid in it, and then I would use the medicine from Curology, and then a moisturizer that was suited for oily skin, because at the time I had super oily skin because I just didn't hydrate or drink enough water. So my skin was just not there. And I did this for a whole year, on top of like testing out DIY mask, which I will actually go and talk about in just one moment. And I noticed a difference. Like, my skin cleared up. And I was like, oh my God, finally, clear skin, this and that. I kept using it, and it got to a point where I was going to be going overseas, so I wouldn't be able to receive my monthly medicine for Curology. And I freaked out because I was like, oh no, what if I go overseas? What if my skin breaks out again? Like, this and that. Like, it was heartbreaking to me, because I was like, I finally have something that works, and I'm going to like relapse all over, because every time I would stop doing something, I would always relapse into just like what it was before. So that was my main concern at that time. But thankfully, as y'all can see, we never relapsed, and we have not gone back, and it has been a solid 5 years since we cleared up my skin, and I have not had issues. So yay, to it. But just sticking to a solid skincare routine nonstop truly helped clear my skin. So when I found things that actually worked for my skin and kept doing them, not altering what I was doing, truly helped my skin. So find your things. It's okay to test stuff out, but you have to test it out for 30 days to see if it will work with the products you're putting on your face and work for your skin. It has to go both ways. It has to be balanced. And when you do find those products, stick with it. Stick with it. Okay. DIY face mask. It's okay to experiment and try different things, because we don't always got money to go to the dermatologist. I've never been to a dermatologist. Never have. I debated. I did not have money. Your girl was broke. She was working full time, 2 jobs. I'm even more broke now. I'm working 3 jobs full time. But at the time, full time, right out of high school, I did not have time or money to go and do that. So during this time, I was doing a huge journey on just getting my curly hair back, fixing my skin, because for me, I wanted to better myself and be a better version of myself. And I was tired of being depressed, and I was tired of just not being happy in my own skin. So I was doing a lot of research. I was testing out a lot of stuff. There was one DIY mask that I would do every single night for 30 days. And then I stopped after that, because I felt there was no need for me to continue with this DIY mask. Now, FYI, I am just warning you in advance. You're free to try this. It's a mask that's all over YouTube. But there are pros and cons to it. Now, this mask that I'm about to explain to you will dry out your skin so much. You need to have a moisturizer that is very, very hydrating. And it doesn't matter if you have dry skin, oily skin, or combination. You need to have a moisturizer with the max amount of moisturizer that can be put back into your skin if you're going to do this mask. Another warning, it burns like nobody's business. And I mean like burns. And I would sleep with this mask on all night. All night. Now, YouTube, people would recommend, just leave it on for 30 minutes. I saw no effects with that mask for 30 minutes. So I decided to leave it on for an entire month. Every single night. I wouldn't leave it on, like 30 days straight. No. Every night. But this mask that I made targeted my problems. And the tip that I have for you is not to just use this mask. No, that's not the tip. The tip is to find masks that target your exact skin problems, whether it be a DIY mask or a mask that you buy from the store. Find what exactly you want to clear with your skin. Do you want to clear out the blackheads, whiteheads? Do you want to help control the oil in your skin? Do you want to clear out just the sebum filaments? Do you want to just have brighter glowing skin? Like, write down a list of what you want done and do a little bit of research into that. If that's something y'all want me to do videos over, by all means. I love DIY masks, and I would love to give different DIY masks for different problems. Let me know. What I wanted to clear were the dark spots, because with my skin tone, I could get a bump from acne And it would last 3 months because the pigmentation would never disappear. So even though I had clear skin, I had spots all over my skin. And it just kills your confidence in anything and everything. So I wanted to get rid of dark spots. I wanted to clear the active acne that I had. And I wanted to help kind of with my oily skin or clearing my pores. Those were my main concerns. When I tell you, I did this for 30 days, bruh. My dark spots were gone within 30 days. And it was just amazing. Amazing. I always recommend it if you have a strong enough willpower and can survive during the burning. Let me tell you, it is everything. So the DIY mask that I did was the egg and cinnamon DIY mask. I took a whole egg, just one large egg, and about 2 tablespoons or more of the egg mask, whisk it together. The key is to let it sit, and it has to have the consistency of like almost cake batter. It almost looked like cake batter. Like it was a mask. It looked like a normal face mask. Like that's how much ground cinnamon I used, was enough to make it look like it was cake after it sat for like a whole day. And that egg mask would last like 2 to 3 days, and I would do it every single night. I wouldn't go to bed until of course it dried, because I don't want to get stuff all over my pillows. But when I tell you that stuff burned so much, do not get it close to your eyes and you will not be able to talk the rest of the night. Just go to sleep. When you wake up in the morning, instead of just trying to peel it off, I know it is so tempting to just pull it off. No, you're gonna hurt your skin. Do not do that. Get a wet, warm face cloth, put it under the water, soak it on your face. Soak it on your face. And then whenever it's soft again, just wipe it off with the cloth. Immediately after, you need to moisturize your face. Either do a face mask that has super hydrating moisture in it, like anything for that, and then top it off with a really moisturizer, because no matter what the skin type is, your skin will be dried out from that, because the properties of the cinnamon is to extract and then bring blood circulation back up. So it would bring the blood to your face to help renew the skin cells, but at the same time, because it's clearing out the pores and pulling out all that oil and all that bacteria from just the acne and everything, you have to put good moisture back into your skin. So it is very important that you put a moisturizer on your face that will re-moisturize after you wash that off. And then at the end of the day, after you do your normal skincare, makeup, whatever, awesome. Your skin will be so soft, no pores, like amazing. Repeat. As I said, I did it for 30 days and it cleared up everything. Everything. Now, while doing this type of mask though, because I left it on overnight, I did not use my Curology medicine or any other like skincare. During the time of doing this mask, I did not use my normal skincare at all, because I had to leave the mask on overnight. So then I would do my normal skincare in the morning. So I would only do my normal skincare once a day, and then I'd have that mask on for the entire night. When I tell you, that mask was probably the game changer, because the Curology medicine helped with like keeping control of like the acne from coming back. And then that mask at night helped with brightness, clearing the pores, and getting rid of dark spots. Because with the Curology medicine, I know they do things where you can target certain stuff. My main target was just getting rid of acne and keeping it away. So that's what I specified the medicine to be. So with that mask, that kind of took care of the rest of the problems. And tag teamed with it, amazing. I have just... if I ever break out in like massive problems like that again, I always resort back to that. I'm gonna keep pausing this. I always resort back to that egg cinnamon mask, because the egg helps with brightening and just adding collagen back into your face, and then the cinnamon just helps with targeting bacteria and clearing pores and stuff and dark spots. Like, it's my go-to DIY mask that I use for everything, and I love it so much, and I will always praise that. But you just got to know the pros and cons for it. And as I was saying with number 5, you know, finding the right mask and the DIY mask, and what's important is moisturizing. This leads into number 6. Moisturizing is key. You know, you assume because you have oily skin that, why do I need to moisturize? Because my skin's already oily. Your skin's oily because you're not moisturizing, okay? Your skin is not getting enough oil, so it's overproducing oil. Moisturizing is key. If you have dry skin, combination or oily, it is so important that you moisturize. Like, when I tell you, if you do your skincare, you're supposed to put that protective covering to keep everything inside. That is a moisturizer. There would be no point in doing your skincare if you didn't moisturize. Literally, you're just leaving the protective barrier off. It's just gonna evaporate, not even matter. The moisturizer is key. It is the most important step in your skincare. So make sure you moisturize and use the right type of moisturizing. So as I said before, there's moisturizing for during the day and at night. I like to do 2 different types of moisturizers. I have a lightweight to go throughout the day, but at night I like to do a heavy cream because I want all that nutrients to just soak into my skin. You know, my skin needs to moisturize, so I put the heavy creams on. You know, I be looking like a butterball, a baked potato with butter. It's okay, because my skin loves it. You know, it's okay. Just make sure you moisturize. You can change it up, you could do 2 different types. Just moisturizing is the key here. It is the frosting on the cake, the most important part. Okay. Number 7. Tip number 7 I have. This one I still struggle with, but it's kind of difficult. Getting enough sleep in general. Your skin renews itself while you're sleeping, so you need to sleep. That is so important for your skin. Like I said, I'm guilty for not always getting the best amount of sleep because I'll be working a lot. I'd be working nights. So I'd be working during the time that your body typically processes renewing the skin. So making sure you just get ample amount of sleep, at least 6 to 8 hours, you know, is good, because you don't want tired and dull skin, because you're tired and all your energy is going to just other bodily functions, you know. So getting plenty of sleep. Number 8 I have for a tip, I have massages and microneedling. I don't necessarily depend on microneedling for my face or anything, so if that's something you want to do, you're more than ample to do so. But massaging for sure. So with massaging, whether it be your face, your body, anything like this and that, it really helps to just circulate the blood flow, to bring the blood back to the surface of the skin, to help that regenerating and renewing process of the skin. So get that blood flowing back to the face. That way, you know, you can continue that process of just being able to renew the face. For the last 2, they kind of go hand in hand. So for number 9 that I have is, I would say, also self-explanatory, is just eating healthy in general. If you're eating out and eating all these greasy and oily foods and just things that make you feel sick or tired, it's gonna go directly to your skin. Like, your body's gonna excrete whatever you eat, pretty much. So if you're eating all that oily and sugary and just nasty stuff, it's gonna show in your skin, because your body's not gonna like it. Your skin actually reflects a lot of the stuff that you eat. So if you eat healthy, your skin's gonna feel healthy. As well as, like, this leads into number 10, is just taking care of your gut health. Like I'm saying, whatever you eat, your body's kind of gonna reflect it. So take your vitamins, eat a lot of greens, try to eat things that are just like, they sit right with your body and help you feel refreshed after you eat, not lethargic and tired. you know, not overly processed or greasy or sugary things. You know, it just helps overall. If you treat your body right, your body will treat you right too. It goes back and forth, hand in hand. So if you eat well, drink plenty of water, get plenty of sleep, it reflects not only that in your body and your skin, but you'll be much more energized and happy and glowing, you know, with all of that. So 9 and 10 are kind of hand in hand. Just to recap everything for you, you know, don't touch your face. Sorry, I'm gonna look at my list. Don't touch your face, you know, super important. Hydrating is key, so make sure you get your water. Washing your face in both the morning and night. Set a skincare routine and stick to it for a long period of time. Adding things that'll go with your skin and go with your products that you're currently using. Using face masks that target the problems that you want it to target, you know, whether it be DIY or store-bought. Moisturize, okay? Very, very, very important step right there. Sleeping plenty is also a very important step. Doing massages, just bringing the blood flow, having that blood circulate throughout your body properly. Eating well, taking your vitamins, and taking care of your gut health. Those were the 10 things that I switched up and have kept my skin clear for the past 5 years. I'm like, if I can find old pictures, I will show them to you. I will show them to you. But those were the steps that I took and have just kept me clean for the longest. And I thoroughly am grateful that I put in the time and effort to experiment and learn and try these things, because I got asked so many questions when my skin started to clear up of what I was doing, what I was using, and then I would tell people and they would try it out. They'd be like, oh my god, you're insane, like what? Or they'd be like, oh my gosh, yeah, this is amazing, like this stuff feels great, like I've been using it, my skin's clearing up. And I'm like, I'm glad, because I know the struggle. I went through school of not being able to wear makeup with just acne prone skin, and I don't know how I survived school. Not gonna lie to you, like it was horrible. It looked horrible, I felt horrible, I had so much depression. Like I don't know how I had the willpower. I'm surprised I survived. Like it was just insane. I think back on those times and I'm like, wow. It didn't change or get better for myself until I decided to like take control of my situation and get myself out of those things. So yeah, those were the 10 things I did. As I said, I'm Cece. You can call me Cece, you can call me Sadie's, either or. And like I said, I want to just be here to share my journey on being the better version of me. So that's what we're here for. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up and subscribe, because I'm going to be bringing you a lot of different things. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Anything you want to see or want to know, feel free to comment it. I'll be going through them, saying what's good, hello, hi, you know, and being able to connect. I'm sorry, I say you know a lot. That's my filler word. So don't get annoyed with me, but welcome. I will be updating hopefully every Sunday and Wednesday via the videos, but you can catch me on all social media platforms, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. I'll be posting daily amongst them, so I hope to see y'all around. Thanks for watching. I will see y'all in the next one.